Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now you know I've gotten my hands dirty with some of the dirtiest jobs out there, but today, we're going deeper. We're talking about the most dangerous jobs in history. These aren't just tough gigs, these are the jobs that took guts, grit, and a whole lot of luck to walk away from. From the mines to the battlefields, we're counting down the top 10 most dangerous jobs in history. Hold on tight, it's gonna be a wild ride. Kicking off our list at number 10, we have the folks who chase the dream, the gold miners. Now everybody loves gold, right? But let me tell you, getting that shiny stuff out of the ground was no picnic. Imagine this, you're deep in a mine shaft, pitch black except for your flickering lamp, the air thick with dust and the smell of damp earth. One wrong move, one loose rock, and the whole shaft could come down on you. And that's not even mentioning the explosions, the gas leaks, the sheer exhaustion of swinging a pickaxe all day long. The gold rushes were full of folks looking to strike it rich, but a lot of them struck out permanently. Coming in at number 9 are the shipbuilders. Now these guys were tough. Before massive cranes and power tools, building a ship was back-breaking, dangerous work. Imagine hauling giant timbers, swinging heavy hammers, all while perched precariously on scaffolding high above the water. One slip, and you're not just getting wet, you're going for a swim with the fishes. And if the ocean didn't get you, the tools might. Sharp edges, heavy equipment, splintering wood, every day was a test of survival. At number 8, we got the lumberjacks. Now you might think, trees, fresh air, what's so dangerous about that? Well, let me tell you, back in the day, being a lumberjack was about as dangerous as it gets. These guys worked in all kinds of weather, from scorching sun to freezing blizzards, felling massive trees with axes and saws the size of small cars. One wrong swing, one misjudged fall, and that tree could turn your day into a very bad one. And don't even get me started on the log jams. Those tangled masses of timber could crush a man in seconds. Chapter 4-7, don't try this at home, the stunt performers. Number 7 goes to the folks who make the impossible look easy, the stunt performers. Now we all love a good action movie, right? But behind every death-defying leap, every fiery explosion, there's a stunt person putting their life on the line. These are the unsung heroes of Hollywood, the daredevils who jump out of buildings, crash cars and get set on fire, all in the name of entertainment. And the crazy part is, they don't use magic or special effects. They use skill, timing, and a whole lot of guts. Chapter 5-6, the Grim Reaper's Executioners. At number 6, we have a job that's not for the squeamish, the executioners. Now, this is a profession that's thankfully faded into history, but for centuries, executioners were a grim necessity. Their job was to carry out the death penalty, and let's just say it wasn't pretty. From beheadings to hangings to even worse methods, executioners had to be both physically strong and mentally tough. And if they messed up, well, let's just say the crowd wasn't very forgiving. Chapter 6-5, Fighting Fire with Fire, the First Firefighters. Coming in at number 5, we have the brave souls who run towards danger, the firefighters. Now firefighters today are heroes, no doubt, but imagine fighting fires before modern equipment. No fire trucks, no breathing apparatus, just buckets of water and a whole lot of courage. These early firefighters were often volunteers, ordinary citizens who risked their lives to save their communities. They faced down infernos with little more than leather helmets and hand-pumped water, battling not just the flames but also the smoke, the collapsing buildings, and the ever-present threat of being trapped. Chapter 7, Into the Abyss, Deep Sea Divers. At number 4, we're diving into the depths with the deep sea divers. Now exploring the ocean floor might seem glamorous, but trust me, it's anything but. Imagine being encased in a heavy, cumbersome diving suit tethered to the surface by a thin lifeline, and descending into the cold, dark abyss. The pressure down there is enough to crush a man, and that's before you factor in the decompression sickness, the nitrogen narcosis, and the occasional curious shark. Coming in at number 3, we have the folks who built the world around us, the construction workers. Now construction's always been a tough gig, but back in the day, it was downright deadly. Think about building skyscrapers before safety harnesses and hard hats. One misstep, one loose brick, and you're taking a one-way trip to the bottom. And let's not forget about the heavy machinery, the scaffolding collapses, and the sheer exhaustion of working long hours at dizzying heights. At number 2, we're going underground with the coal miners. Now, coal fueled the Industrial Revolution, but it came at a steep price. Coal miners faced a laundry list of dangers every time they descended into the mines. Cave-ins were a constant threat, and explosions from methane gas weren't uncommon. Then there was the coal dust itself, a silent killer that coated their lungs and led to black lung disease. It was a dirty, dangerous job, and for many miners, it was a life sentence. And finally, at number 1 we have the profession that's synonymous with danger: soldiers in combat. Throughout history, war has claimed more lives than any other profession. From the ancient battlefields to modern warfare, soldiers face the constant threat of death or injury. They endure grueling conditions, witness unimaginable horrors, and risk their lives for their comrades and their countries. It's a job that requires incredible courage, sacrifice, and a willingness to face the unknown. And that's our countdown of the top 10 most dangerous jobs in history. We've seen the grit, the danger, and the sacrifices made by everyday people just trying to make a living, protect their communities, or defend their countries. It makes you realize that progress and safety we often take for granted came at a cost. So next time you see a firefighter, a construction worker, or anyone else doing a tough job, give them a nod of respect. They're walking in the footsteps of giants. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time with more fascinating facts and stories.